Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this look right here. I love it because it is a nice defined eye, a little bit smoky, which I love. It's all brown, so it's not too harsh, and it really brings out a lot of eye colors. And you don't have to fuss with any eyeliner or any falsies. I did this with just eyeshadow and mascara. So I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. If you do, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel down below. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please subscribe for future videos, and let's get started with the tutorial. For primer today, I'm going to be using the Revlon PhotoReady Pore Reducing Primer. This is so great for doing what it says, reducing your pores in your T-zone. I heard of this from thataylaa, I think is her name. I'll leave her channel down below, and her channel is so good. She has acne too, and she's actually just got off of Accutane. Her acne has cleared up so much, so that's really good for her. But anyway, I really like this primer. Now for foundation, I'm going to be using the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation, and this is in the shade M3, and I'm not as tan now as I was when I first filmed that video. By the way, I do have a video, a whole review on this on my channel. I will link that as well down below so you guys can watch that. See, spoiler alert, I do really like it, obviously, since I'm using the foundation. But you can like learn more about it and stuff there. So what I'm going to do is mix some of these Catrice Prime and Fine Makeup Transformer drops into it. I've been doing this lately. They are so nice. They basically just lighten the foundation for me so I can wear it whenever I want. So I just mix it with my finger on my palette, and I'm just using a sponge from the Ulta Beauty collection. I will link all these products down below, by the way. I try and do that every single video, and I feel like it just kind of helps you guys if you've never used the product or whatever. They are affiliate links, so if you are like have a problem with that, then just, you know, look it up on your own. But basically, if you don't know, affiliate links just mean I receive a small commission if you purchase through my link, basically. And that just helps me, obviously, just keep doing videos and getting to review products for you guys. Because I do spend my own money on these products because I'm not on like PR lists and stuff. Okay, so what I like to do is use a little bit of a lighter layer. You can build this foundation up to more full coverage and stuff like that, but I don't mind it having a lighter coverage other than the places on my blemishes. So I'm going to take the Fit Me Concealer by Maybelline. This is in the shade Medium. It works pretty well when I'm like a little bit darker. And I just basically go over all the areas with blemishes. You guys can see. So I'm going to leave those on there right now and then go in with Fit Me in Light underneath my eyes. I've been loving this concealer again. I feel like it creases a lot less on me, and it just has a very natural finish, which I really like in, I don't know, more of this kind of look where it's more glowy and stuff, just a little bit more natural. I talk about this obviously in the Flower Beauty review, but this foundation is very like skin-like, and so I want a concealer that's not too heavy because then it would kind of throw off the whole vibe of the foundation, I feel like. And then I just kind of go in and lightly blend out those edges. Did I tell you guys I am doing this tutorial with no contacts in? Because I don't know, lately I just can't see with my contacts. If you follow me on Instagram stories, which you totally should, or just Instagram in general, you would know this because I talked about it on there, but like my contacts have been so blurry. I don't know if they're like, I don't know what's wrong with them, if they're just not like clean enough or something like that. So I'm going to go to the store and maybe get some different solution. This is interesting with no contacts in. I'm going to be using a lot more creams today just because, I don't know, I've been feeling the creams lately. So I'm going to go back into an oldie but a goodie. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick in the shade Oaks on You. Oh my god, I love this stick. I have a video that I did probably, oh my gosh, maybe over a year ago on this product. It's actually done pretty well on my channel. People still watch it today because this product is obviously still out, and so affordable from Wet n Wild, and I just love how it blends when you, I use the same side of my sponge that I blended the foundation. So like the foundation kind of just melds it, the leftover stuff melds into the other product, and then it just kind of gives you a nice overall healthy warmth to the skin, but it doesn't look like you have like a harsh contour. Natural bronze look. I like to put it down my nose as well and underneath my lip. That'll make your lip look bigger. Like there's a shadow being cast down from your bottom lip. So I like to do this, and then I will go in with my concealer and go down the middle just to like kind of contour it a little bit, and I'll leave that for a minute. And blend this. And then I'll just go in and blend that out and just kind of stamp it so it'll stay in place. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Hello Halo Liquid Highlighter in the shade Gilded Glow. And I'll put it everywhere that I highlight. This again is a really great product for the spring and summer, just like a really effortless, really healthy looking product, and it looks a lot like your skin. Okay, so now I'm going in with an oldie but a goodie, the Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder. You guys, look how much I have left. There's like nothing left in here. I like to pick this up with a sponge and then go under the eyes with it. I just feel like you get such a natural look. It really smooths out the skin when you do it this way versus a brush. I never get the same finish when I use a brush with any powder versus a sponge. And so that's why I like a loose powder, and I always use a sponge. And I'm not baking or anything. I'm just pressing a small amount into the skin. For the rest of the skin, other than my T-zone, so I just put that in like the T-zone area, I like to use this Maybelline Better Skin Powder in the shade 30 Warm Nude. And I'll take this big brush from Morphe. This is their E1 brush. And I'll put this all over the face. This just gives a little bit more coverage where I need it. So like, especially right here. I am going to take a little bit more of this Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder and just kind of carve out over here. Been kind of liking doing this again, just to make sure I'm not sloppy looking. It's not like going down too far. So for blush, I'm going to use this Essence Satin Touch blush in the shade Satin Coral. This is just a very obviously pretty blush for the springtime. I love coral. Well, this just broke off. Only like $2, so I don't really mind that much, but it'll still close. Anyway, I love this blush, or any corally blushes, basically any time of year, but especially for the spring and summer. I think they're just so pretty and so flattering on tan skin tones. Okay, so for highlight today, I'm actually going to dip into the Carly Bible Deluxe palette and take a little bit of this and a little bit of that one. Like, gorgeous. And I'm actually going to do my brows off camera, but I'll tell you what I'm going to use. This is the CoverGirl brow pencil. It's their ultra fine brow pencil in the shade Soft Brown, so I'll use that just to define everything. And then I've loved this lately. This is their e.l.f. I don't even know what this is. Their e.l.f. like brow gel, I guess maybe you could call it, in the shade Medium. I've really been liking this. So yeah, I'll be right back for that. We are back, we are back, we are back, we are back. All right, it's time to finally move on to the eyes. Today we are using the Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys, if you don't have a Jaclyn Hill palette from Morphe, you need one. You can get it on Ulta, which is my favorite place to shop because they have such great rewards. So you don't have to use Morphe's website. It is such a great palette. Like seriously, if you don't have it, you need it. It has so many shades in here, and if you want a fun pop of color, there's some over here, but it's mainly neutrals, and I really just love it. It's a great everyday palette. Anyway, we're going to go in with this. I have the old packaging, so I don't have the names on the back, but if you get the new one, you will. So I'm going to take this shade right here in the palette. So for this look, it's just something I've been wearing a lot lately. And it really is, it's kind of like a defined smoky eye with like no liner. So I kind of defined the outer part right here so it looks like you, I don't know, have more defined eyes than you do. So that's what we're doing. I'm basically just laying down this transition shade into the crease and kind of back and forth motions. This is a blending brush from Essence. This is their eye blender brush. That's all it's called. Now I mean business. Okay, now we're gonna keep this kind of neutral. So I'm gonna take this brown shade right here. Normally I would dip into one of these. This one's a lot more neutral. Now I switched brushes to this Wet n Wild Pro blending brush. I don't know what it's actually called because I got mine in a set, but they do sell these individually now. So I'll try and link it down below for you guys. So again, I'm focusing this in the outer part of the eye first, and then I start blending it to the inner part. Mainly get this on the tip of your brush and start with slow sweeping motions in the outer part and then come to the inner part of the eye. Okay, now I'm going in with this dark chocolate brown right here. This one's just like more defined. I'm switching to this one. I'm taking this directly into the product, like on the top of it, so that I can be very precise with this. So this is where we're going to kind of define the outer part of the eye. So you want to take this close to the upper lash line. You want to be as close as possible and just very lightly wiggle it back and forth. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And then you just kind of build up the color from there. You just kind of build and build and build the color. So I kind of place and then I wiggle. And then I go back in with this blending brush and I just take that and start blending. You can get a little bit more of that first or second light brown shade and just kind of blend everything together. And then, like I said, just keep building until you get the level of smokiness that you want. Okay, so I don't like a bright inner corner for this or like a stark white. I want to keep this not like glittery or anything like that, just matte. So what I'm going to do is take this light brown that we first put there and put that on the lid and place it there. So see, you can't see too much of a difference. It just helps everything blend a little bit better versus this eye. I am going to have a little bit of like sparkle in the inner corner. So I'm going to take this second shade in the palette with this little E36 brush from Morphe. And I am going to put this in the inner corner of the eye just because I always like that to pop. And then also right under the brow bone. And then we are going to take that brush, that blending brush, on the lower lash line. And I'm going to take that dark brown, but we're going to take the smallest amount, like a small amount. And I'm just going to start wiggling it back and forth very close to the lash line. Then I'll take that blending brush, take a light brown, that first one that we took, and then really just blend it back and forth. Make sure everything's in nice. I just poked my eye. My eyes are so much more sensitive when I don't have contacts in, I've noticed. So that did not feel good. So I like to take my Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. This is my favorite setting spray. And then, like always, I'm going to curl my lashes. I can never, ever miss this step. And I'm using my L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Love this mascara so much. It's the only mascara that really, really gives me so much volume. Like, there's a lot of other ones that I really like and give me volume. But this one, just nothing compares to it. Aha! I found it. Okay, so I'm going to use this Profusion Matte Lip Liner in Nude Intrigue. This is from that kit that I got. The, like, nude lip kit thing. I'll link it down below. I did a video on that and an eyeshadow palette from them, and I love this. So. And then I'm going to use this from Hard Candy. This is their Demi Matte Cream Lip Color. It's like cashmere silk or something. This is what it looks like. It's so pretty, and this is in the shade Buttercream. You have to pretty much use a lip liner with this, just because it's not the most opaque, but oh, it's so good. Alright, you guys, that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. This is kind of my go-to, like, brown, a little bit smoky eye. Anytime I have kind of like more of an important event or something, this is a look that I always gravitate towards. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel down below. Let me know if you liked more tutorials or reviews or what you want to see on my channel as well. I love hearing your input and making videos that you guys want to see. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a video very, very soon. Bye!